Nassau as your next vacation destination, a stop on your cruise itinerary, or you're just interested in visiting the Bahamas, here is your Know Before You Go guide to Nassau. My boyfriend Kodac and I have been back to the Bahamas several times, and fun fact, he was born in Nassau, spent his early childhood there, and has visited home many times over the years, so we've included some important local tips you won't find anywhere else. Let's dive in. Where is it? Nassau is the capital city of the Bahamas, located on the island of New Providence. It is 20 miles long and 7 miles wide. When to go? The Bahamas are tropical islands, so it's a sunny, warm, and very popular tourist destination year-round. However, if you're planning your trip for a specific time of year, keep in mind that during hurricane season, May through early December, it can be intermittently rainy. And during the summer months, June through September, it gets very hot, more than 90 degrees Fahrenheit with very high humidity all day and night. During the dry season, mid-December through April, temperatures are usually around 70 to 80 degrees during the day with a steady ocean breeze. Must-haves to bring. As with any tropical island, you will need things like bug spray, sunscreen, handheld rechargeable portable fans, and sunglasses. And download WhatsApp. That's the best way to communicate on the island, but it will require Wi-Fi. Outside of Wi-Fi, you'll need a personal hotspot, an unlocked phone to purchase a local SIM card, or purchase an eSIM plan for your trip from companies like Airalo or Olafly. As a non-sponsored side note, personally, I used Airalo for the first time on this trip. For the Bahamas in particular, you can get the eSIM activated before your trip departure date. Just make sure it's turned off until you arrive, and once you get there, you can turn it on. It should connect to the BTC network automatically, and then you're good to go. And while you're at it, download the island Google Maps so you can use it offline. When you open up the Google Maps app, click on your profile photo, then offline maps, then select your own map, and then pinch and drag New Providence into your viewing square. Now tap download. It'll be found in the offline maps file in your Google Maps app. Once downloaded, click on the 3 dots to the right and rename it so it's easy to find. Okay, let's talk about getting there. Nassau is the most popular tourist destination in the Bahamas, so you have plenty of options. First up, plane. Many commercial airlines have direct flight options to Lynden Pinling International Airport, like JetBlue, Delta, American Airlines, and Bahamas Air, plus other private charter companies as well. And if you're flying from Fort Lauderdale or Miami, your flight time is only 35 to 55 minutes long. Second option, boat. There are no ferries, but you can travel in style on a cruise or a private boat. Airport. As I mentioned, the airport you're flying into is the Lynden Pinling International Airport. If you're not a Bahamian citizen, you'll need to fill out the customs form, which the flight attendants will hand out during your flight, but they don't provide pens, so make sure you have one handy. And if you need help with your luggage, there are employees called porters who are available to assist from the baggage claim to the customs line. If you provisioned and are bringing your own food in a separate bag or suitcase, you're allowed up to $200 exemption, so make sure to bring your receipts just in case. Car rentals. Renting a car is the best way to get around the island. Ride shares like Uber or Lyft are not available here, and taxis are very expensive. Just getting from the airport to the hotel, they will charge you per person and per piece of luggage. There are multiple car rental companies at the airport, and you can make a reservation online ahead of time. Just be aware that the price of renting a car on the island is 20 to 30% more expensive than renting in the mainland US. You may be able to find small discounts through certain credit card programs, so that may be worth looking into. The cars may be left or right side driving, so make sure to specify beforehand if you have a preference. And in the Caribbean, you have to be at least 25 years old to rent a car. Getting around. Embrace island time. If you think you're going to get somewhere fast, multiply that time by at least 3. There are no fast lanes, most roads are 1 to 2 lanes wide, and the speed limit is 45 miles an hour. When driving, keep to the left. If you're renting a car, there is usually a sticker on the windshield to remind you. You'll also find there are more roundabouts than intersections with streetlights. Just driving from the airport to Kodac's parents' house, we went through at least 5 roundabouts in 5 minutes. Take your time going through them and make sure to yield to oncoming traffic as you're entering. And speaking of traffic, when planning your sightseeing itinerary, it's a good idea to plan around rush hour times, 7 to 9 a.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and 5 to 6 p.m. School pickup times in the afternoons can also affect traffic, but that will vary depending on the school and your location at the time. It's also important to note that most businesses are closed on Sundays, and some grocery stores will close early around 1 p.m. those days. Now let's talk budget. The Bahamas in general is not a low-budget vacation destination. Because this is an island, food, groceries, gas, etc. are imported and all going to be more expensive than in the US. You'll also have to account for a 10% VAT, value-added tax, on top of the listed prices. Gas alone could be at least $5 to $7 a gallon. In the downtown area, all businesses will take credit cards, and some local businesses outside the downtown area do as well. But there are some local spots that only take cash. If you're coming from the US, the Bahamian dollar has the same exchange rate as the American dollar, so you can easily pay with that. And if you're dining at restaurants, just make sure to take a closer look at your bill because some restaurants will include gratuity in the total. Accommodations. Whether you're planning to stay in a hotel, resort, or in a vacation rental like Airbnb or Vrbo, pay close attention to which part of the island they're located, on the east or west side of the main island, or on Paradise Island. If you're staying on Paradise Island, like at the Atlantis Resort, and plan to sightsee on the main island, keep in mind that you'll have to pay a $2 cash toll each time as you drive over the Paradise Bridge to enter Paradise Island. Safety. Nassau is generally safe if you're staying in tourist areas, and they take great pride in their tourism industry. But outside of those areas, if you do plan to venture over the hill, as locals call it, make sure you have a specific destination to go to and/or go with a local that you know versus wandering. On another note, in many foreign countries, drinking local tap water isn't encouraged, and it's the same here in the Bahamas. But there are plenty of bottled water options, plus local beers like Kodac and Sands. Kodac's personal favorite are the Rattlers, a Kodac beverage with low alcohol content and multiple fruit flavors. You can find them in many liquor stores and at a lot of restaurants. Now let's talk about some fun places to go. Downtown. This will be your go-to location for shopping, eating, and museums. Pirates Museum, Pompeii Museum, National Museum of the Bahamas, etc. It's very walkable, but may be crowded when cruise ships disembark their passengers during the day. And if you like rum, cake, or both, there is a local store famous for their rum cakes. You can go in, try a sample, check out the various flavors, and purchase some to take with you. Eat enough of it, and you might get a little buzz. John Watling Rum Distillery, another must-see stop if you're into rum. You can watch them make and bottle the rum while trying different samples of white and dark rum, or go to the bar and get a pina colada instead. While you're on the grounds, if you work up an appetite, you can also go to the Val Monkey Foot Grill and Catering food stand, which serves up a Caribbean spin on burgers, tacos, quesadillas, conch fritters, and more. They were having an event the night we went, so the distillery was already closed, but the food was great. Greycliffe Hotel. This historic mansion dates back to 1740, where it started out as a pirate hangout, turned into Nassau's first inn in 1844, and then closed to the public during the American Civil War as soldiers stayed there. In the 1940s, it became a home for some rich historical figures, and then eventually turned into a hotel, 5-star restaurant, chocolatier, cigar company, and wine cellar, all of which you can visit. Fun fact, at the end of the road is Hospital Lane, where Kodac was born and where we got some great photos. Resorts. Even if you're not staying at the famous Atlantis, Bahamas, Breezes, or Sandals resorts, you can still purchase day passes to hang out at the resorts and their water parks. We'll be sharing more about our stay at the Atlantis Resort with even more fun things to do in our upcoming vlog, so make sure you're subscribed. Junkanoo Beach. Junkanoo Beach is the beach closest to the cruise ships and most popular among tourists in Nassau. It's lined with colorful shacks serving everything from barbecue to local Bahamian fare and drinks. Just be aware, make sure all of your goods and valuables are not with you on the beach. There are some pickpockets and fast talkers that will try and distract you. We did notice they've increased the local security around the beach to help curb that issue, so that's good. There are plenty of other gorgeous beaches along the island if you have a car and venture outside the downtown area. For example, Jaws Beach, named after the movie because it was filmed there, is another popular one on the western side of the island. And my personal favorite, island hopping. After exploring Nassau and Paradise Island, the fun doesn't have to stop there. For the especially adventurous, there are many catamaran and boat tours that you can purchase, which will take you to some of the outer islands where you can spend the day. The Exumas, Rose Island, Harbor Island, Eleuthera, various nearby keys, and more. We took one to Rose Island, a half-hour boat ride away where we spent a super relaxing few hours soaking up the sun and gorgeous blue waters, exploring the beach, feeding swimming pigs, enjoying a pina colada, and taking in the island vibes. These day trips definitely offer a beautiful, fun, and relaxing experience you can't miss. So there you go. Hope this helps plan your next trip to Nassau, Bahamas. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions about Nassau or the Bahamas in general. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share, and subscribe for more fitness and travel content. Thanks for watching.